Little lamb, my birthday is here at last. Little lamb, a birthday goes by so fast. Tally-ho, oh why do you look so blue? Did somebody make you like that? Or do you miss him too? Little fish, do you think I'll get my wish? Little lamb, I wonder how old I am. I wonder how old I am.
Hey Dungeoneers, thanks so much for joining us for another episode of the Strahdcast. If you like what we do here, remember to follow us on YouTube or subscribe via your favorite podcast app to get notified every time we release new episodes. Thanks again, and take your listen with advantage.
When last we left our heroes, the birthday festivities commenced. The Blue Water was absolutely abuzz as our heroes and the people of Vallaki celebrated their birthday moments with Winnie. After bobbing for apples, Neverwinter French toast, and a little wine snuck to her by Uncle Olaf, the ladies took a trip to Blinsky's to fetch a present. They came away with a new friend, Roller Rebecca. Later in the day, Zarya and Dimitri, dressed as Brimsicle, arrived to join the festivities, yet Winnie still has her eyes peeled for one last guest. How will this day of celebrations come to a finale? Find out now on the Strahdcast.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Shuffle off this mortal coil and transport yourselves to the far, foggy realm of Barovia.
I think at this point it's like 2 p.m, maybe. Party's still going strong, people milling in and out. The tavern is still full of joy and laughter, and the air is full of the many sounds of instrumentation from Rudy's industrial-sized music box.
Oh dear, is that what time it is? I'm 6 o'clock drunk right now. Okay.
Rally.
But there is more festivities to come, so let's jump right back in. Drogar, do you want to kick us off?
Right, everyone, gather around. And then Drogar will kind of like step off to the side, and I imagine that the wall next to the door that enters the blue water is like just empty. And Drogar comes out with a piece of parchment that's about, I don't know, like 3 feet long and about 4 feet tall. And he starts to pin it up on the wall. And when he steps back, you see a very crudely drawn dragon, but it's missing a tail. And so he goes over to Von Richten and is like, "Do you have the thing?"
Oh, yes, I've been cutting them out all morning.
Lovely, thank you. Right. And he comes over and he's got like 5 or 6 of these like little tails with little like kind of tacks, yeah, like nails in them. And he goes, all right, everyone. Winnie, you're the birthday girl, so you get to go first. But the goal here is to give Mr. Dragon here a tail. There is one condition, though. You have to do it blindfolded.
Pin the tail on the dragon.
That is correct. Are you prepared for this task?
I think I know something or two about dragons.
And I think Drogar will take out like a handkerchief that he has and just kind of delicately like tie it around, and then he'll go, "How many fingers am I holding up?"
5.
Great. And he'll take you and he'll spin you around. He spins you around. And he puts you right in front, and he goes, "Right, go." And he gives you a touch of guidance as you go.
Let's do it. Why don't we do, since you're blinded, why don't we do, like, give me a roll to hit at disadvantage.
Roll to hit at disadvantage. Okay.
Let's say dex, because you're trying to find a specific location.
Regular dex check.
Yeah, so just
guidance.
roll plus your dexterity at disadvantage.
19.
19!
Disadvantage.
Shit! Oh my god!
19 with disadvantage.
The lower of the 2 rolls was a 13.
Oh my
Holy
god! That's crazy. Wowzers. Okay, great.
How's it happen, DM?
It is still her birthday.
It's her birthday. You spin her around a few times. You set off Winnie, and it's almost like people start like jumping out of your way, and maybe even like pushing you in a new direction or something.
Well.
You know, like,
Whoa.
yeah, right, yeah. So, but yeah, you just walk through, and all of a sudden you just feel like chunk. You feel like your hand come up against the wall, and you come away. And you take your blindfold off, and it's like there's a little like I'm imagining an etched outline where the tail is meant to be.
Yeah.
And it's
It's like a little dotted,
right, like in
like
a
a little
coloring
dot,
book, like a little dotted line that shows where exactly the tail
which is like strangely really precise and really nicely drawn, but the rest of the dragon is like absolutely.
the rest of
Drogar is not an artist, but he's very precise.
Kaz elbows Irina with a beaming smile of pride and goes, I did the teeth. Cut to the teeth that are going in a million different directions.
Yes!
Not all of them are inside the mouth.
Yeah, one's like coming out the nose. Amazing.
And you come away and you take away your blindfold, and it's like it's there. You on the top edge of the tail, you can still catch the dotted line. You know, it's like almost there, but it's otherwise it's pretty much perfect, like nail on the head.
I pull off my blindfold.
And I think the whole crowd is just like, yeah!
Bray comes over and says, holy smokes, how did you do that?
We are blessed by the golden dragon. Brom, did you want to try?
I want to go next. Yeah.
Brom or Bray, yeah.
Bray, say Bray. I want to go. And then Brom's like, okay, sure, why not? Yeah.
Oh, Brom, why don't you go first? Oh, no, Bray, why don't you go first?
Yeah, why don't I? And he starts.
While he does that, I'm just gonna go over to
Perfect.
Brom.
Nice. Perfect.
But I do the same thing for Bray, and I give him another, I give each of the kids guidance.
Yeah,
They
right,
each get
yeah.
like a little bit of guidance going forward.
Yeah, and so you send him off on his merry way, and then
And then Ismark comes over, and I'm like, right, you're on your own, kid.
And while they're continuing to pin the tail on the dragon, I'm just gonna ask Brom, have you ever had a birthday party like this in here?
No, not like this. They're usually much smaller and less loud.
I was just wondering if it was, I don't know. You just seem, is anything on your mind?
No, I am having a wonderful time at your birthday party.
I believe you.
give me a persuasion check
Okay.
with your sweet, patient face. He's trying to resist.
That Trevor cannot resist.
For the listening audience, Campbell's face was very sweet and patient.
Persuasion,
Yeah.
22.
Ah,
Dang.
what's a boy to do?
It's her birthday.
I'm sorry, Winnie. I don't mean to be a sourpuss. I really am happy for you and that you're having such a wonderful birthday. I'm having a lot of fun. It's just, I want to help more. Everyone is running around doing dangerous things, putting their lives at risk to save all our lives, and Mother and Father won't let me and Bray help at all. They say we are too young, but you're out there running around. You're out there saving lives. You're not that much older than me. When we just got Dimitri back, and he's out there risking his life, I want to do my part too.
I know, but we are too young. I'm too young too. And your mom is working so hard.
I know.
I know, but and I'm not saying that to make you feel bad for how you're feeling. I'm just saying maybe the way that you can help best is to just be safe so that your mom doesn't have to worry about you. I know that stinks. That answer stinks. But I don't always want to be out there either.
What's it like?
It is the saddest thing I've ever seen. And I think maybe even I don't even know how sad it is even anymore. I think I've been here for too long to even realize sometimes. But I mean, Brahm, I've killed things.
Really?
That's just what we have to do, but I'm gonna be dealing with that forever.
Were you scared?
Oh yeah. And we've lost people, and that could have been me. I don't mean that to just be scary or just be sad. I just, you're not missing out. You're doing just what you're supposed to do.
Really?
Yes, please be safe. Please be safe. That would make me and everybody that I'm fighting with so happy. That's what we're doing. We're trying to fight so that you can grow up in your own time. And Bray too. Take care of him. Try and help him still be a kid. You still be a kid. I'm still a kid.
Okay, Winnie.
I'm sorry if that's a bummer answer or not what you wanted to hear.
I didn't really think about it that way. But I guess there are other ways I can help, they let us help decorate for your party.
I love the decorations. And we keep on finding people and bringing them back here, and it would help us so much if we knew that everybody was taken care of, like Vasilka and Levy and Gertruda.
Okay.
If you can take care of everybody.
I will do that.
Yeah?
I will make sure to keep an eye on them and that they are safe for you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's actually, Brahm, that really takes a load off of my mind.
Really?
Yeah, if I know that everybody back here, if you're keeping an eye out, that helps a lot.
His face absolutely lights up.
Oh, God, thank goodness.
And exactly at that moment, Bray gets his tail in, and it almost you got an 18. It almost entirely overlaps yours, Winnie.
Oh!
You know what I mean? The kids are just doing a great job, and he takes his blindfold off and he spins around and he's like, "Did you see?"
And me, I think, me and Brahm, then having had this conversation, he whips off his blindfold and turns around, and we just start applauding. And then I look at Brahm.
Yeah. And
wow, we're applauding.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And just give him a nod.
Hooray! Great. Oh, beautiful. Perfect.
Yay.
Well done.
That went better than I thought I could. Okay, great.
Really
That was great. That was great. Okay.
Wonderful.
I was worried about that boy.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
I'm very
I've been
relieved.
thinking about him.
Yeah.
So I think now with Pin the Tail on the Dragon finishing up,
Yeah, great.
Olaf with a little extra confidence from the wine he's been drinking. Kind of forgets himself a little bit.
And in fact, I'll say, I think everybody, all the adults, isn't it so funny when you're a kid at a birthday party and you see the adults acting differently, but you're not quite sure why yet?
I always wondered.
Why are they all so happy?
Right. There was a NASCAR race that I went to with my dad that I was like, what is going on here? There's a man standing on the hood of a car pretending that a beer bottle is his penis, and he's spraying us all. I was confused. I was in first grade. Also, we would have pool parties at our house, and I remember one time my uncle's, it is the dead of night, my uncle's taking a beach chair and walking up on the diving board and then jumping into the pool and trying to sit in the beach chair and then fall into the pool. I was like, why are they acting so weird?
Why are they having so much fun?
Yeah. So
I used to get freaked out by it. When I was a kid and the adults started acting drunk, I'd be like, what's going on? Why are they acting different?
I loved it.
I thought it was always very
Yeah,
exciting.
I envy you guys. Maybe the change was too much for my pre-adolescent brain.
I want to try something before we move on from here, but I think to everybody that got even remotely close to getting it on there, there's sugar in Barovia, correct?
Yeah, it's pretty rare, but yeah.
So Drogar goes, "All right, winners, come here," and he kind of opens out his hand, and you see these little caramel-colored balls that are just kind of in his hand. He goes, "All right, everyone, take one."
Whoa, what are these?
Go ahead, try them. And it's literally just hardened sugar. He's taken sugar and he's cooked it, right? He's watered it down and cooked it so that it's like molasses. It's like a little molasses ball.
Oh my God.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, I think just like trans.
Don't. Oh my God! Don't give so much sugar to the kids. They're gonna go insane.
Let them have it. They all just start bursting into ravens and flying around.
Yes. Yeah, I think if they burst into ravens, then I'll take mine out and I'm gonna look for a little cloth napkin, and I'm gonna wrap the rest of it up in a little cloth napkin and tuck it into the tally-ho pouch.
Into the secret tally-ho
Into
treasure, the tally-ho treasure pouch.
My birthday treasures.
But yeah, I think like the kids deserve to have candy, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like sweetmeats and there's sweet rolls and there's like all sorts of things at birthdays, and then I think there's bonbons. I think there's candy, right?
Yeah.
And in like,
How about a sweet roll?
how about the sweet roll?
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Where's that from?
I used to be an adventurer
Skyrim.
like you.
And then I took an arrow
in
to
the
the
knee.
knee, which interestingly means got married.
Uh-huh.
I took an arrow to the knee, so I bent the knee.
It's like ball and
that.
chain in the Elder Scrolls universe.
Yeah.
That's
I
cute.
used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
I thought it literally meant shot through the knee with an arrow.
I mean, I think everybody did, and then like it was released that was
I
like
didn't
the
know that.
the lore
shot through
behind
the
that.
knee, and you're to blame.
You give adventuring a bad name.
Okay.
I'll shut up now. Go ahead.
Seeing all the kids now riled up,
Yeah, just going berserk.
Olaf goes, okay, little ones. I got to wait for you to burn off some of that energy.
As kids are like hanging off of you.
Yes.
Come with me. And
Yeah, Brahm's like,
Yeah, Brahm and Bray are hanging off of your arms, swinging like a monkey, like a jungle, like from a jungle gym.
come with Uncle Olaf.
I fucking love
Olaf's
it.
got Funkle. Yeah.
Yes.
He does. He
Big time
does.
Funkle.
And so he takes you out to the edge of town, and he goes, now, stay close enough that we can keep an eye on you. But I'm going to show you a old Berserker game.
Oh.
Now, so you see this area here, from that tall tree right there to the edge of the wall right there.
Yeah, we're out of the. We leave the city behind and like make our way just past the walls to the edge
Okay.
of the tree line.
Okay.
Drogar's coming behind you, and he's like, little ones, you have to. And there's like 3 on his back, and they're like covering his eyes. He's like, you have to move your hands, or else I can't see where I'm going.
Now, this is called pick up stones. I will stand in the center, and I will shoot an arrow straight up in the air. You must all gather as many stones as you can, and get out of the designated area before the arrow falls.
Oh.
If you do not get out, you lose. The winner is the one who gets out of the zone with the most stones.
Okay, so you shoot the arrow up, we try and grab all the stones, and then run like past the tree line out of this grove.
Right out of the tree line or to the sides of where the castle ends.
That wall.
Or the wall ends, yes, or to the wall.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And I think me and Kaz are like are standing where like the boundaries are,
We
right?
can
So like
high-five you on our
right, so like
Yeah,
Olaf
you
is
gotta
over
high-five
here
one of the
giving the
adults.
directions, and like me and Kaz are kind of standing at other end where like everybody can like run to.
Oh, I like this game.
Okay, you ready, little ones?
Yeah.
Here we go. And he aims straight up in there and lets an arrow rip. Go!
All right, give me a. Let's see, what would this be? This would be. I think do athletics or acrobatics. I think either would
Okay.
be. I think either would be fine for this.
Oh, no.
And then I think because Olaf knows the kids won't really have good timing of the bow, like as it starts coming down, he'll like yell a warning. He'll be like, "You better run! Get out of the zone! Here it comes!"
I only got a 12.
Only a 12. Okay, great. Let's see. I'm gonna have Gertrude join this one too.
What are you doing up there? Looks dumb.
Yeah, looks silly.
I think she got in on Pin the Tail on the Dragon too because there was something sharp involved. So she's on board.
Pulls out her own hairpin.
That's great.
She's the Barovian version of like a punk goth girl.
She's going to be a swashbuckler when she...
Yeah.
Okay, so Winnie, you got a 12.
I'm going to give you a D6.
Okay.
Bray got a 13, so he's going to get a D6. Brom got a 18, so he's going to get a D10.
All right. Oh, that's
Gertruda got 7, so she's going to get a D4. What'd you get?
4.
4. Okay. Off into the air, and as it starts coming back down, everybody rushes to the sides, and you all, like diving out, and then coming back together to like see the results. Gertruda got 2. And she walks over and she's like, she's like, her cheeks are a little red and ruddy, and she's trying to like get her hair back into shape from having run around. And but she looks pleased with herself until she sees that Bray has collected 5. Winnie, that you got 4, right?
4.
And Brom, newly revitalized, coming in off of your previous conversation. He like used his shirt as like a bucket. He has 10.
Yeah! Good on him. Oh, that's great.
Well done, Brom.
Very good, little one. You win this, the very arrow I shot.
Oh!
Now, be careful with this. Do not stab any of your friends.
His eyes go like wide as saucers, and he like takes a hold of it, and it's just like, wow, has this ever killed something?
No, I saved that one for the little ones.
Oh, there's still time then.
And then he looks at you, Brum.
Huh?
I said, do not stab anyone with that. This is a sign of your age and maturity. I am trusting you with this. I would like you to keep it safe.
Okay, Olaf. Okay, I will. I will keep it very safe. And he winks at you, Winnie. I'm serious.
Teacher Campbell.
I'm serious. Teacher Campbell, you have completely altered an entire plot line tonight.
Oh, my God.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
Okay, before we go again, I'm going to look down at the 4 rocks in my hand, and what I'm looking for is 2 and 3 towards the top.
For your,
a pretty small flat one, and then just a slightly larger flat one. These don't have to be big or extravagant. I'm just looking for 2 smallish flat ones.
2 smallish flat ones.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Yeah. What do I usually have you do? Survival? I think?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Why don't you roll me a survival check?
21.
It's her birthday!
22.
22?
22.
It's like when everybody rolled 666.
Yeah.
You are rewarded for sometimes in D&D, for all the DMs out there, this game will often reward you for patience.
And sometimes for pure evil.
If you are K.
You look down in the 4 stones you managed to collect, Winnie. And in the moment you were really focused on just like gathering them up. And so you weren't paying too much heed. But now that you look down at them, a couple are certainly 2 jump out automatically. You're as non-candidates. The shape is all wrong on one, and the other one's just too big. One is really close, but you just you've gone this long, you figure, what the hell? Let's wait it out for the perfect one. But the last one you hold, it even mirrors the shape of the 4th stone.
So Drogar sees you with these stones. He sees you kind of find one, and you're just like, oh my goodness. And then Drogar kind of comes over and goes, oh, tell me, what's special about that one?
It's just right for what I need. It fits.
It fits. Well, that is curious because, and he kind of reaches into his bag and he moves his bag around and he's like, I just so happened to step on something the other day and I wonder if this might interest you.
Let me try it out.
Sure, please, yes, of course.
You go and you take out the one that you had fought on Astraea for.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Which you had been setting up to be the sort of the very top capstone one. And that's one that Drogar just gave to you, totally flat and then ovular on top, right? But as you take them all out and you're kind of going over your things, the one that you got from on Astraea also has it's like a river stone, totally smoothed out, and it has a little bit of in the side, just like a little bit of a curve. And you think, could it possibly? And as you kind of put them together, the ovular shape of this one that Drogar just handed you fits like a puzzle piece into the one that you wrestled from Anastraya's very grasp.
Oh, man.
Oh.
And it fits perfectly.
Yes.
Would you look at that?
Yes.
Well, it gave me a hell of a pain when I stepped on it the other day, but... And he kind of gives you, like, the gentlest of nudges and just kind of gives you, like, a wink. And then he leans down and he goes, well, now we're even now for the spice box, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And then he kind of just, like... And then, like, out of nowhere, like, Gertruda and Brom and Bray jump on him and they're like, yeah! And he's like, oh, good! I knew that the candy was a bad idea!
As I watch him walk away and get encumbered, I think this is the moment, if I have like a moment, this is the moment where I'll take out all of them.
Great.
And I'll right there at the tree line. And maybe they're even going in for another round.
Yeah, sure.
Fair.
We'll do, yeah. They're going in for another round.
I'll jump in on the next one. And I'll take them all out and just turn my back to everybody. And I just want to stack them up, all 6. And then there's one of them that has a little divot in the edge of it for a 7th. And the 7th is the stone from the boar that I collected.
Yeah.
And I place it in the divot, and I just want to make sure that all 6 stack, and then the one little stone sits in the little divot on the one stone.
Give me a...
I'm so scared. I've rolled too well.
I have created my own downfall.
No. Yeah, well, you do, Winnie. Let's you stack them up. And
I'll roll on.
With the... No. With the sounds of, like, your new friends, like, you hear Uncle Olaf's, like, big raucous laughter. It's coming down! Yeah, and like the laughter and the laughter of your new friends, like kind of drifting off in the background. It's like I'm having a conjured memory of like when I was on a t-ball game as a kid, and I was always just sneak off into the woods and like do my own thing while the game was going on. But anyway,
that's cute.
A bunch of kids climbing on Drogar, and Kaz drunkenly yells, "Go for the groin!"
What cool!
Yeah.
Right to this dragon ball.
Great buy-ins from the dad. Great buy-in from the dads.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So now that you think you've got it, you have all of them. Yeah. You pull them out, and yeah.
All 6 and a little boar pebble.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna real quick. I want to make sure that it's like easy and not frustrating to stack them, but it takes a little bit of focus.
And I think, like, you take the time that I'm not going to make you roll because you just take the time, I think. And it takes purpose and focus. It took this long to find the right ones because you were really looking for the right ones. And yeah, they stack up like what are they? Duplo blocks. What am I thinking of?
That counts.
The thing that's not Lego for smaller kids than Legos. Duplo blocks.
Duplo?
Yeah, Duplo. Yep.
Lincoln logs.
Like
I
Lincoln
love
logs.
some Lincoln logs.
Playmobil.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, you've got them, and you've got your tower, Winnie. How do you feel?
Oh my gosh. So I take them all out, and I'm almost nervous to try because we've come this far, and it feels like time is running out. And I'm going to stack up the 6, and then it's that last little one. I just want to make sure that it balances just right so that it's sitting on the edge of the 4th from the bottom. And it's resting on the little edge. And I place it and then take my hands off of it. I'm so relieved. And I smile and pick them back up, and I turn Tally-Ho to face me, and I take them all and I put them so that I don't have to fish through my bag. I'll take them and I'll put them in a little Tally-Ho pouch.
You put them back into the Tally-Ho treasure chest. And as you're going about your work, Winnie, it's just this nice moment. Maybe you tuck them all back in and you look up and you see all of your friends running around in the space about town. It could almost be a scene, almost be a scene from your childhood,
Yeah.
and you hear just sort of the wind through the trees and the leaves rustling up against each other. And then you kind of feel, before you see or hear, you kind of feel, but and then you just hear right behind your head.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I freeze. Oh no. Oh gosh. And before I even turn around, I'll just raise a hand behind, like, my shoulder.
Yeah, you feel Sasha's muzzle.
Scritchy scratch.
Scratch, scratch, and then I'll turn around.
Yeah. And you turn around and you just come right face to face with those big yellow eyes. And she just like Dusty does, she like presses her head up into your hand.
Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl.
Sandpaper tongue.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
She missed you too.
Fuck. I can't do it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can.
You're scritching her, and then you hear the little voice, and you tilt your head to the side, and like he kind of just materializes or like around the side of Sasha as you tilt your head, and he's wearing like a little tunic made of leaves, and he's got Drogar's purple cape wound up around him like a sash. Twigs and all poking out of his hair at every angle. Taller maybe, but you can't even, maybe he's just standing up straighter.
Hi, Winnie.
Hi, Pasha.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Got your message.
Where have you been?
With Sasha. We made a place far away in the forest, and I've been working on some stuff.
What are you working on?
Well, would you like me to show you?
I walk right up to him first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. And I go to hug him and then I stop. Can I hug you?
Please.
I give him a big hug.
Yeah, he returns in kind. And as you squeeze into each other, he said,
I'm sorry, Winnie.
It's okay.
and he like moves away, and he still has his like I think he like kneels down. So, like as you come towards him, I think he drops to his knees and holds out his arms and like wraps you up in a big hug.
After I'm hugging, I pull away from the hug, and then I notice his purple cloak, and you look really nice.
Do it, thank you. Yeah, this is Drogar. He lent it to me. I wanted to look nice for your special occasion.
You look really nice.
I really missed you.
I really missed you so much. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Are you...
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm okay, you know.
How's your birthday been so far?
It's been so good.
Really?
Yeah, everybody's been so nice, and I was like kind of sad at first, you know.
Why?
I don't know. I was really missing my mom, but then everybody was working so hard to make it really nice. And then I felt really bad for feeling sad, but I'm feeling better now.
That's okay. I think you're allowed to feel whatever you want to feel on your birthday.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Birthday. There are no rules.
Okay, I like that.
We see at the edge of the clearing, we see Olaf and Kaz and Drogar just kind of standing there like...
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry I ran.
It's okay. I have something for you.
You do?
I do. Did you want to do your thing? Oh, gosh. I'm a mess. I'm sorry.
You can... No, that's okay. You can go first.
Can I borrow a sleeve of your nice cloak?
Yeah, he takes the folds of Drogar's beautiful purple cloak.
and pulls it over, and he just, as Drogar is standing there, he goes, "Oh, crap. I'd have to clean that."
Okay. Okay, I'm good now. Okay. Oh, wait. Close your eyes for a second.
Okay.
And he puts a hand over his one eye.
And I'll run back over to my stack of rocks, and oh, no, I put it in tally-ho. Okay, scratch that. Never mind. It's already in tally. Okay, never mind. Oh, you don't have to close your eyes anymore.
Okay. He takes his hand off his one eye.
Okay, no, you go first. You go first.
Well, we have to go a ways.
Oh, we have to go a ways.
Yeah.
Oh, I should tell somebody.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
You wait right here?
Yeah. I won't go anywhere.
Do you promise?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait right here.
Okay.
And I'll turn and I look and I see all of the grown-ups.
Well,
This game is so real.
we've reached the end of the line, friends.
And I'll just run back over. I feel like the three of them are standing like shoulder to shoulder. I'll run back over. I'm gonna go a little ways, I think, for 1 second, okay? Is that okay?
It's all right with me if it's all right with the other adults. Looks like you're in good hands. Yes.
Back by 11:59 p.m.
Okay, I will be back way sooner.
Take Sasha with you.
Okay. Oh, that's a good idea.
As Sasha barks.
Where did she learn that?
And I'll just give them all like a.
Go on now, go.
And I'll run back and I'll be like, Sasha, come. And I'll run back over to Pasha.
And he holds out a hand.
Follow me.
Okay, I'll take his hand.
You walk for a while through the forest, hand in hand.
And he says, you know, I had a lot of time to think when I was away. And usually, when I have too much time to think, I get myself into a little bit of trouble. Mm-hmm. But I had a problem to solve. And so I put all of this time, I think, to good use. And I learned something. After Artemis, well, I ran because I was scared. I was so scared. I was scared of what had happened, and I was scared of what might yet happen.
Yeah.
And I was scared that you'd be so furious with me. Because it was my fault.
No.
But I realized something, Winnie, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's Strahd's fault.
Yeah.
And what I also learned is that sometimes you shouldn't run away from what you're scared of. In fact, sometimes you should run towards what you're afraid of.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes if you do, you'll have such a merry journey along the way that you'll just forget what you were scared about in the first place altogether.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I did. I tried to move towards what I was most afraid of, and I learned something. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he comes to a stop, and he lets go of your hand.
Stay right there.
Okay.
And he takes a few steps back. And he just starts breathing in and out. And he closes his eye, and he brings his hands up and kind of like brings them to a touch in front of his chest. And you can see his hair kind of starts like floating in that Miyazaki way, you know, it stands up in the Miyazaki way.
Fucking Princess Mononoke's the shit out of this.
And you start to see, you start to feel the wind blowing through your own hair, and see leaves kind of begin to swirl about, almost in like a little bit of a tornado, all kind of coalescing around him. And as more and more leaves kind of float, swirling about him in a tornado, it almost begins to obscure him. And the speed builds, and the sound gets louder and louder, and you see like the tips of the trees and the forest kind of move in and out in the swaying breeze, until at last, whoosh, all of them, like in one moment, it all bursts away, and they float kind of soundlessly in the air like snowflakes. And emerging from the center of this tornado, it's him in his wolven form.
Yeah.
And he like comes to land in these, these really like heavy but delicate plodding sounds as the pads of his feet touch the forest floor. And he kind of like lands on all fours and pads his way over to you and just...
and I'll slowly approach him with one hand out.
And he
carefully, I'll go and try and like give him a little scritch behind the ear.
He rolls over onto his stomach and puts his legs up into the air. and his leg starts kicking.
Scritching.
Yeah. And then he flips himself back over and he rights himself and he stays hunched down on his on his shoulders, and he looks at you, kind of like just still the one eye kind of invitingly, like, come on.
Like, get on? Oh my god. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. When he goes down like that, I kind of go down like that, and then I look at him, and then it like zooms in on his eye. Mm-hmm. And then I see, and yeah, I'll go over to him, and I'll hop on. Yeah.
You climb up, like taking fistfuls of his auburn fur, same color as his hair when he's a lad, and you kind of climb up onto his high back. He has like those big high back shoulders, almost like a werewolf or like a hyena kind of shape. You know what I mean? But you clamber up there, and slowly he rises up, still on all fours, and he gives his head a little shake, almost, and you kind of hear like this guttural sound, almost like a little laugh. And you can feel holding on to his shoulders, you feel all his muscles tense up, and then whoosh, he takes off, and he's just sprinting his way through the forest. You can feel the wind whipping across your face, through your hair, and like branches and trees whip by as he like bounds through the forest so gracefully and deftly. And he'll run a couple of long lunges and then lift off the air and jump his way off the trunk of a tree and then back to the ground and pinball off a few like rocks over a little creek, and he's just like dashing through the forest with you on his back for a few moments until you come to a little clearing in the forest, and he starts to slow down and kind of like pads his way into this little clearing and gets back down to his onto his knees, for lack of a better term, to let you kind of roll off.
Yeah, I'm like beaming and windswept, and I throw a leg over and slide off of him, and then like kind of run backwards a couple of paces to give him space.
Yeah, and he kind of rolls onto his back again and does that thing dogs do, where he like kind of just wiggles in the grass for a few beats, and then he kind of goes back to fall on the other side, and by the time his legs hit the earth again, they're long, gangly boy legs again. And he stands back up and he goes, ooh, ooh. Huh?
Wow! Is that fun? Is that fun for you?
Yeah. It used to be really scary, but I don't know, I feel more like it's me again in there.
Yeah. You can like think as you and see as you when you're in there now. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's big.
I think so. I just needed, I guess all I needed was a little time.
Okay. That's great.
But that's not the only thing I brought you out here to see. Look.
And he runs over to a tree
and he kind of ducks behind it for a second. I made you something. And you kind of see his butt scoot back out first, and he's like holding something. You see him pulling something out from around the side of the tree. And he pulls it out, and it's like these 4 knobbly little legs and a head made of like a log with 2 other little logs poking out of it like ears. And then its white fluffy body is the fluff from like cattails, you know? If you pull apart a cattail, it's all that fluffy material. And it's like a life-size sheep.
Oh my gosh.
I thought, gosh, how sad that Winnie is so far from home for her birthday. So maybe I could just bring a little bit of home to you.
That's really great.
Look, I even made it so you can pet it.
And I'll go and pet it. You know, my favorite sheep's name was Jeffrey.
That's a good name for a sheep.
Yeah, she's a girl.
That's a really smart name for a sheep.
I would really love for you to meet Jeffrey. I think she has baby sheeps now, too.
I would like to meet any sheep. They sound so lovely. I was just working off your description. I hope I did okay.
You did a really good job. You know what you can't recreate is they are so round. I think that would make you laugh. I think it would make you laugh how round Jeffrey is, especially when she needs to be sheared. And she's all like a puffball.
Round things are funny.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Pasha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, gosh. Can we just lay down on the ground for a second?
Yeah.
I just want to lay flat on the ground.
I don't want to run anymore, Winnie. Because I was alone for so much of my life. And even this time now, being away from all of you, I can't do it anymore. Now that I know what it's like to have a family. I tried, but I just can't go back.
Yeah.
You're my pack.
Yeah. Yeah. I have something for you. Speaking of which, I have something for you.
Okay.
You stay there, and I picture that he's just laying on the ground and he kind of just rolls over on his side. I'll just hop up to my knees and I'll take out Tally-Ho. And I'll reach into this little, birthday Tally-Ho pouch.
Your utility belt?
Hey!
My utility belt. And I will take out all the rocks. And I will dump them on the ground.
Okay.
Okay. Pasha.
Mm-hmm.
It gets so scary here sometimes, and when you left, I could tell there was nothing I could say, You were too far gone in your mind, taking you away from us. And so I thought of something maybe that if you get really scared,
Okay.
ever, I thought of maybe something that could help slow your mind down, so it doesn't run away with you. Because I don't want it to take you away anymore. Wow. It's nothing fancy, okay, but and so I was
Neither am I.
well, I was inspired by you and your story. You know how you told me your story once?
Yeah.
And you had all the little painted skulls.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything to paint with, but here's what I have. Okay. So, if your brain ever gets overwhelmed and you need something to do with your brain,
Mm-hmm.
I have these for you. And I'll place the biggest rock on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the one that Kaz broke.
Yeah.
And I'll say, this one. This is Kaz. Because she is big and strong, and she can protect us. But she's also soft, like a big green pillow. And so when you're feeling weak, you can rest on her. That's Kaz. And I'll put down the biggest rock. And then I'll take out the next biggest rock. And it takes a little, takes a little care, and I'll stack the next one on top of it. This one is Drogar, because he's old and wise. And he's lived a lot of life, and he teaches things and he learns things. He reminds us that we can always learn things.
Yeah.
And I'll stack that one on top of the Kaz rock.
Wow.
And I'll take the next biggest one, and I'll stack that on top of it. And I'll say, this is Olaf. You don't know him yet, but he's really good at being quiet when you just want to be quiet.
Oh, wow, that's helpful.
Yeah. And I'll stack that one on the next one. And then I'll take out the next one, and it's the one that has a little bit of a divot on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll stack it on top of that one. And I'll say, this one is Artie. And I really wish he could be here. He brought you into our family. He rescued you when you went away, and he rescued all of us. And we're so grateful for him.
Yeah.
And then I'll take out that little boar pebble, and there's just a little divot on the Artie rock, and I'll place it there. That's Sasha.
That's perfect.
That's Sasha, because you are named twins.
We are.
And then I'll take out the next one. This one is me. This one is me, because I'm small. And because I want to be close to you, always. And I miss you when you're away. And I'll be right here. And then I'll take out the last one, and I'll place it on top. This is you. And we're all carrying you, always. And you don't have to be alone, and you don't have to go away. And you're safe right here. And if you're ever again, if you're ever feeling such big feelings that you feel like you're gonna leave us, just take a deep breath. And you just stack up these rocks. And I hope that will give you a second to think and just to remember that we love you.
That's all still a little new for me, I realize.
I know.
But, oh, Winnie, thank you. How could I ever be afraid again? Safe up here in this perfect posha perch. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be back.
I'm so happy you're back.
I missed you so much.
I missed you too.
Should we go back?
You want to go to the party?
Yeah, I'd like to see everyone else too.
Everybody's great.
Do you think that will be weird?
No, I think it will make everybody really happy. It's great. There's food and there's music, and you can pin the tail on the dragon.
What?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. And he takes a finger and he just kind of touches the top of the stack of rocks. And out from underneath the Kaz rock, the bottom one, little vines start to creep and crawl up the side. And there's like 4 or 5 of them kind of creeping and crawling their way up the side of the stack. And they meet at the top, up at the top rock, and kind of intertwine and turn themselves into a nice little bow. And then he just picks it up so he can carry it still stacked. And he transforms back into his wolven form. And again, kind of like offers you a leg up.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'll hop on, and I'll place Tally-Ho right in front of me with his little, his little single raven feather helmet. Yeah, and we'll ride.
And he's got the stack of rocks in his teeth from carrying it by the vines, and you head back to the city. Are the rest of you still outside, or have you made your way back to the Blue Water yet?
I mean, I don't know. I think as they kind of ride off, I go, right, another round and perhaps a smoke.
I'll take you up on that one.
I'm not moving from this spot. But yes.
Kavan has the watch. It looks like it's our turn to drink.
Well, bring it some back to me. That's the point.
I don't know. These old feeble arms of mine, Kaz. It's very hard to bring the cask to.
We'll send a runner, Kavan. Don't you worry.
Just hurry up.
They go, Kaz, and a few, like maybe 10, 15 minutes go by. And then we'll say they sent Zarya back. So Zarya comes.
Yes.
And as we're like walking back, we're like, now who are you going to send back as the runner?
Ismark is no.
No, we can't send Ismark. He'll get lost.
Oh, I know.
I know what you're thinking, you devil, you. And then we like go back up. And we just see the blue water doors swing open and Olaf go, Zarya!
Well played, boys. Well played.
Yeah, so like 15 minutes later, Zarya comes back with with 2 goblets of wine. It's like, it's a long way to carry a bunch of liquid, I'll tell you. Would you help me out, come on?
Oh, yes. Let me take that from you. The journey must have been arduous.
Aye, but, the destination we're tempting enough to waylay my travels.
Can't fight you there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
They grow up so fast, don't they? Come on.
Did you know about this?
But what?
I'll take that as a yes.
You'll forgive me, Kivan. 'Twere not a secret I kept, much so as a omission for delayed effect.
Well, if there's anything that can be said about me, it's that I'm a big softy at heart, so I guess I'll let it slide.
Aye. Me personally, I'm just trying to find the fastest way to the GUI Center.
If I had a nickel, respectfully.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
That was the gold medal of fucking drops right there.
Oh, what a drop and what a time to be alive, folks.
And I think her eyes go a little hooded and her jaw goes a little slack just as they're coming out of the woods.
Oh, they're back. Okay.
They come out of the forest, yeah. Pasha transforms back into his little doggy self, or back into his gangly self, and he walks forward. He walks up to you, Kaz. He says, "Hello, Kaz.
Hi, Pasha.
How are you?
Glad to see you back.
I'm very glad to be back. You're even taller than I remember."
I think maybe I just look tall right now because you're scared that I'll be mad at you. And I was for a time. But it's funny seeing you here. That all just kind of fades away.
That's okay. I maybe deserved it for a time. It's good to be home.
Don't leave home again.
No, I don't think I will. Hello, Zarya. Thank you for all the help you gave me when I was on my own. I always knew you'd find the way back, young Pasha. Just about laying a trail of breadcrumbs. Truth be told, I never imagined we would be on the same side of any fight, but glad to have one as proud, brave, and fierce as you, wee one. Oh, thanks. I hear there's a party. Should we rejoin it all?
Yeah, let's go back in.
Let's go.
Great. And you do so. So, we head back to the Blue Water through town, Pasha in tow. I think probably maybe even Sasha as well, jumping from rooftop to rooftop like she used to.
Oh my gosh.
Just like she used to,
like
wave
in
at.
episode 1 pre-podcast.
Yeah.
Do you remember that pre-podcast?
Yeah.
Tyler was like, and Sasha's up on the roof, and we were all looking at each other like,
What the fuck is Sasha?
Sasha. That's wonderful.
It's amazing.
Wow.
As you come up to the blue water,
Right.
Drogar is waiting patiently out front as you guys kind of come forward.
Pasha, will you hold my hand?
Okay.
And then as you guys kind of come forward, he goes, if you wanted to roll I want to say perception check. If you wanted to roll an insight, you would know that he's bluffing. But he starts to go, I would like to speak to the boy alone for a moment.
Uh-oh.
Wink.
I wink. Yeah. Wink back at him. I wink back at you, Drogar, and then I go, as like to be like, be nice.
Don't fuck this up, Dad.
The whole person.
Okay.
And he gangles his way over and like looks up at you, Drogar.
And Drogar drops to a knee and embraces him. And just kind of holds him close. And he's just like, I thought I'd lost you.
No, I'm okay. I'm sorry if I worried you.
Oh, that's what old codgers like me do. We worry. Sometimes too much.
Thank you for your cloak. It's very handsome.
Yes, keep it.
Oh.
Just be sure to wash it every now and then.
I couldn't
Oh,
possibly.
shush. Please. It will see far more better days with you, young man, than it shall with me.
He looks down on his little Peter Pan tunic made of leaves. And
It's very nice. Did you make that yourself?
Uh-huh.
It's very nice.
he balls his hands up in the folds of your cloak
And says, thank you, Drogar. I missed you so much.
I think he just like kind of pulls him in and like head to like scaly chest for a moment. It's just like, I missed you too, my boy. Remember, we are far stronger the greater we are in number.
Mm-hmm.
He is alone. He is scared. He is weak.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's what makes us different than him. That we have each other. And all he has is himself.
Indeed. I want to try something now that you're back.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it for weeks now, since we first met.
Mm-hmm.
And against my better judgment, I withheld my magics. But now that I know what I know about your missing eye and Strahd, I would like to examine your eye, my eye, for a moment.
Okay.
All right, hold still. And I think I'm gonna try to detect magic, and I'm gonna try to see if it's a curse that is on him with this eye, or if it is, or if it's a disease, or if it's any sort of thing that is magical. Because the fact of the matter is that his eye is gone.
Yes, yes.
So it must be something that afflicts him as a person, regardless of having the eye or not, right? It affects him as a whole. And if it is a curse, then we'll go on from there.
Awesome.
My goal for the longest time, peek behind the curtain, my goal for the longest time is ever since I had Lesser Restoration, was to cure the blindness. But I've since deep dived into forums all over the internet, and I would need regenerate or heal
Correct, yeah.
to create an eye.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Or Urstaz's magical eye. I would have to purchase one. And that is it's a clockwork eye that allows you to see using magic.
Let's check with Embry.
Right, yeah.
Or if you let Volo take out your eye. He'll give you the Eye of Vecna, which he just has
has on hand.
That's neither here nor there. Okay, great. So you're detecting magic on the boy. You've never done this before.
No.
Right.
My God, by the end
This
of this
man is
podcast,
going to cure blindness if he's got to rip somebody's eye out. Come here, Olaf.
Okay, great. You go, Drogar, and you... how does detect magic typically function for you?
So I think I've mentioned this before. It's more of like it's almost like a metal detector, right? He like kind of goes over and his hand starts to glow as he gets to the magic. And over the years, he has sort of become accustomed to the type of rhythmic hum that it is, whether it is evocation or whether it is holy or whatever it may be, or whether it's evil. He's able to kind of grasp what type of magic it is. And from there, the longer he sits on it, the longer he observes that magic, he can really fine tune it and know what type of spell it is, whether it's a curse, it is whatever it may be like that.
So yeah, you run your hand along him, and kind of like metal detecting across his
arms out, just
across his
away from your sides.
Yeah, like at an airport,
like this.
I'm going to check for magic using the back of my hand.
That's great. As you come to his eye socket, it's not rhythmic. It's like what do you want to do? You don't recognize it.
Interesting. Pasha, had I not the experience that I have now, I would have missed this long ago.
What is it? What's wrong?
Sometimes when people don't want to be found, they disguise themselves in plain sight. And you, my boy, are very magical in nature.
Mm-hmm.
You always have been. To commune with nature and to create the arrow that you did for Artie, or turn into, well, that lovely beast that sometimes you like.
You mean like how I can hear the trees?
Yes, precisely. They have their own language, do they not?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which I don't understand. I can't hear it. However, I can understand magic. And there is something around your eye that, had I not really focused on, I would have missed.
And as you're having this conversation, Drogar, I think you're still inspecting.
Yeah, I'm like, I kind of have like, I think I have like an eye, like kind of like I have a hand kind of like gently like on his shoulder, like kind of right by his nape, kind of like supporting him. And I'm just like,
yeah. And so you're having this conversation, still kind of running over, and you come back to that eye socket, and you again feel that strange tremor, that strange vibration of some kind of magics. And all of a sudden, it's like something bites your hand.
Oh my gosh.
You feel physical pain through your armor, and it's like stings for a second, like a dog snapped at your hand.
Are you okay?
Yes. Certainly I know what I must do. Do you trust me?
Yeah. What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to eliminate this dark magic that is in your eye, that has kept you from us for so long. I want to keep the devil at bay, away from us.
I love that.
And I don't want you to fear anymore. I want you to stay with us.
Me too. Okay, try whatever you're going to try.
Right.
and I kind of pull out my leather frog, where like I kind of slide my my mace when I'm not carrying it, and I kind of like unhatch it, and I go, bite down.
Oh, be careful! Please be careful.
Just in case.
Okay.
If it is too much, all you need to do is squeeze my hand twice, and I will stop.
I can be brave.
I know you can. It might hurt me just as much as it hurt you.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
And I cast 5th level Remove Curse.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Bring out the big gun.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you see this like swell of magic in Drogar for a moment, and like you see like his cape like kind of, and you see this energy kind of swell, much like Pasha when he was like about to transform.
I feel like when this is happening too, like the specter of Artie like also stands behind.
Oh, you
Drogar
fucking
and, like,
bet your ass it does. Yes. Yes. So like
puts his hand,
He
like,
is one of the
with
spiritual
Drogar's.
guardians after all.
you see this energy kind of swell, and like at this moment that is so fucking perfect. You see on either side of him, you see Venna, Terethil, Macius, and then on the side of this like kind of short dwarf figure that's kind of touching Drogar's arm, you see another hand kind of come up on Macius's shoulder, and it's Artemis, and they just all kind of go, and then you see Drogar's eyes go like white, and he just and you see this energy, and he's trying, like I said before, to pull this evil energy out of the socket.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on.
That is a 21.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, great.
Middling. It's a 13 on the die. It's a middling roll.
It's above average.
But it's a +8.
Okay, so you go about it, and you you square your shoulders and send your send forth this extension of your will. You kind of feel the tendrils of your magics kind of start to test the outer limits of this, whatever this magical node in Pasha's eye is.
Yeah.
And at first, tentatively, with some reaching tendrils, and then you kind of start to find purchase. And I don't think anybody else can see this, but for you, Drogar, coming out of his eye, you start to see this crimson, brownish. It's almost like, like the symbiotes, that goo that kind of spikes and prods. You know what I mean? It's that. Starts leaking out of his...
Oh, it's like parasitic. Come here.
It starts leaking out of his eye.
That's it. Come on now.
And it starts almost like a little creature unto itself. And you can see it kind of start to twist and worm and buck at the... when you're trying to pull a leech off your kid after they come out of the lake,
Yeah.
You see it start to struggle, and you pull it closer and closer, and it whines and it twists and it turns, and as it draws closer and closer in, something starts to go wrong.
Oh no.
If whatever the intended effective is, if it's supposed to gather and dissipate in your palm, it starts to skirt the paths you're meant to be directing it down. And it kind of just starts wind, and it makes its way around your waiting hand and your open fingers, and it grabs onto your wrist.
No.
And it starts tendrils and fingers start springing forward and creeping and crawling up your arm, and you get that sensation again, like something is biting you, like a werewolf has gotten with its maw around your forearm.
But it is out of his eye, correct?
It's still coming out. It's like pulling scarves out of a magician's.
Then I wait. Then I keep
just
going.
More and more and more and more.
Then I keep going. So I keep pulling it out of his eye.
Oh my gosh.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
Okay, that is a 11.
Oh no.
You carry on, Drogar, and this whatever it is, it keeps climbing and reaching its way up your arm. And there's burning, searing pain as if it's passing right through your armor, digging into your flesh, it's gnawing on you can feel gnawing down to the bone underneath your armor. And everyone else, nobody else is reacting at all. Not even Pasha is. Pasha doesn't even.
He's totally. He's
he's just standing there, kind of focused, letting what's happening happen. It's too much. It's a little tiny body shouldn't be able to hold all of this. And you want to keep pulling until it all comes out, but it's just not stopping. And in fact, it's increasing. More and more and more of this is spilling out of his eye socket. And now it's up to your shoulder. And you start feeling that lancing, biting pain start to choke and grab at your neck. Give me another Constitution saving throw.
Oh god.
No, it's not good. That's a 10 this time.
Okay. It reaches, and you can feel it kind of slip down beneath the collar of your armor. And it's icy. It's like that burning, freezing pain. You are going to take, as it gnaws at you, you're going to take 15 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
What do you do?
What
that's
kind
the-
of necrotic?
Not the Strahd kind.
Okay, cool. So just 15 points of necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
Hold
Continue
on.
to pull.
Let me get
What's happening?
Do we see? It just looks we don't see it.
You don't see any of this. It is only within the confines of this.
Good.
Yeah.
And I think as it's going, you just see Drogar, and he's his eyes are white, and you see, and Winnie, I think you'll notice just the pinky you just notice a little twitch, but everything looks completely normal. Just a little. Yeah, keep going.
Drogar's net running right now. We're all seeing meat space.
Yeah, you just see like this is what you see, but inside the net, inside the net, it's like
yeah.
Go nuts.
Black ice. It keeps crawling, and it keeps crawling, and it starts making its way towards your eye.
Oh no! Oh no!
Do me another Constitution saving.
Oh God!
Nice. Okay. That one is okay actually this time. That one is a 21.
Okay, great. It reaches the outside edge of your eye, and you feel it like it's starting to try and like rip and tear, but you battle through, and you like shake your head and steel yourself, and when you open your eyes again, you're standing on the top of Mount Gakis.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
God fucking damn it!
And you turn. The wind is whipping around you. And as you turn, you see it. An ancient stone door set into the very side of a mountain, and you recognize it. It is the one you have seen Strahd walk through. This is the place he came to all those years ago when he heard that fell voice on the wind.
And I don't know if I'm still pulling it out, or like, is this just like a side?
You're transported.
Yeah, different.
You don't see Pasha, you don't see anybody else.
I'm going to stand for a second, and I'm going to look, and I'm going to try to take in as much of like the door, because we've only seen it from like kind of a third eye view of looking in at this image of Strahd. I want to like really take in this door, this like what I'm looking at in front of me.
Carved into the facade is a relief of a robed figure with one hand raised towards the sky holding a gleaming sword.
Okay.
And the other hand out to the side with palm facing forward and fingers raised towards the sky in sort of like a halt expression. All around the frame of the door, claws and tentacles and black wings, eyes and dripping blood and fangs, all in relief, as if every monstrosity the world over was surrounding this figure at the center of the door.
Wow.
What do you want to do?
Drogar will go up to the door and will attempt to push the door open.
As you lay a hand against the facade of the door, it flies open, really revealing nothing but darkness behind, and you are pulled into the inky blackness of that darkness within the heart of the mountain. And as you fly and fly and fly, you seem to travel through realms of ice and fire and cold, and each time you pass through one of these barriers, it feels like another layer of you is stripped away until you reach the heart of whatever it is that is here, and you just see a pair of bright, vibrant yellow eyes, just pinpoints of light in the darkness. And beneath those eyes, those horrible eyes, slowly you see a smile begin to crease, and revealed in the darkness, gleaming needle-like teeth. And you are cast back in front of the blue water, and you find yourself, as you snap back to yourself, Drogar, as you are flying through the air, and you come slamming down onto the earth. Pasha's reeling back, and you hit the ground with an enormous amount of force, and you're sort of back in front of the blue water, having been tossed bodily like 15 feet through the air.
Strahdcast features Campbell O'Hare as Winnie, K. Devine-Jones as Kaz, Ned Iannacone as Drogar, Tyler Kanter as Olaf, and me, Trevor William Fayle, as your DM.
All I want for my birthday this year is more patrons. Special shout out to our newest patrons: Amanda R., Arcade Soup, Alexandre Dubois, Adam Cole, and Lisa Mozige. Welcome to the party. If
you're not ready to support us through Patreon, never fear. There are still plenty of ways you can help us out. You can follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at CriticalFailDM. Check out our YouTube channel, where you can catch up on any of our past Twitch streams like Goon Files and Lovecraft Island, and where we release new episodes of the Strahdcast every other Sunday live at noon Eastern Standard Time. And of course, leaving a like, share, comment, or review on any of our content goes a long, long way. Thanks again, Dungeoneers, and take your day with advantage.
Friends, I'm thrilled to announce that I'm going to debut a new drop for us tonight.
Yes!
Which I would
Don't
like.
tell anybody.
I
Are
would
you going
like
to do it right now?
I would like to let you all hear right now.
Respectfully.
That is sexy.
Respectfully.
Oh yeah. I mean, just like I was.
One
toying-
more time.
Where's
I was
that
toying-
from?
I forget. I record. You said it on a stream. I think at some point. No, actually, I think it was during like.
There's a bunch of TikToks with it, but
It was
yeah.
either a Goon Talk or. But no, that's your voice.
Respectfully.
That's you.
That's
That's
you.
you.
That's me?
Yeah.
He didn't even know.
When?
I forget.
When did we find that?
It was during either like a Goon Talk or it was something we recorded on these mics. But
Oh, that's funny.
But like I was toying around this combination though.
Respectfully.
Or just wait, respectfully, and then the music hit.
Respectfully.
Oh, God.
I don't know about you, but I'm pregnant.